Well, chances are pretty good that you know someone who is home from work this week, either isolating or quarantining as the Omicron variant spreads and cases explode. So how are companies handling paid time off, or PTO? Let's verify.
Our sources for this story are attorney Stephanie Rapp-Tully and the American Rescue Plan Act of 2021. We asked her, are there federal government mandates requiring your employer to give you paid time off if you contract COVID-19 and are unable to work?
So originally there was the American Rescue Plan Act in place that required the federal government to give paid time off. However, that expired. But at this point, there's no, let's say, additional leave that the federal government gives for contracting COVID.
We cross-checked that with the American Rescue Plan Act and found that it expired back in September. Rapp-Tully believes because there's been such a focus and emphasis placed on vaccine rollouts and mandates, no new federal legislation has been put into place. If you're sick with the virus and unable to work, she says FMLA is an option, and you have rights if you're not granted that time.
An employee may have a possible action for something along the lines of a disability discrimination case or a failure to accommodate or an FMLA claim. I mean, there may be something there if an employer says, no, you have to come back, you're out of PTO, and you're still within the CDC guidelines of when you're supposed to stay home in quarantine.
Leave without pay is another option Rapp-Tully says you have when you're out of paid time off and unable to work. It's money deducted from your paycheck.
So they can offer leave without pay situations for somebody who cannot come back, which of course is not very doesn't help an employee very much who's struggling with COVID, but that's currently where it stands.
We can verify right now there is no federal legislation protecting employees in the event they contract COVID-19.
And if there's something you'd like us to verify, you can always email us, verify@12newsnow.com, or direct message us on one of our social media accounts. Patrick, we'll have your Storm Tracker forecast in 30 seconds.